A very good noon and Jai Hind dear students. Welcome to the another virtual class of English, and today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic from grammar, that is determiners. So determiners, because the word is little bit long, it seems like it's something very tough. What is this determiners and all? But listen, dear students, determiner is a very easy concept of English grammar, and no need to be afraid of it. Okay. Before starting, I would like to ask a question to all of you. What are determiners? Determiners are nothing but, you can say, the words which tells us that a noun is coming after me. For example, if I say, I have lost all the books, or this book is very useful. So what is noun in this sentence? This book is very useful. Book. And which word is coming before book? This. So the word which comes before a noun is known as determiners. So if we can say it like this way also, that determiners, they fix, define or determine the nouns that follow them. So, my dear students, determiner is a word which is used before a noun to indicate which thing or people we are talking about. Look here on the screen. What do you see? There is a sentence written, some students like to study in the morning. Now, how many nouns are there? There are two nouns in this sentence. One is the students and the second noun is morning. Noun, I hope, must be clear to all of you. Noun means names. Okay, name of any person, place, animal or thing. So, students, that is a noun, and morning is another noun in this sentence. And what are the words which we use before these nouns? See, some and the. So, in this sentence, some and the are determiners because they are coming just before the noun. Also, they will tell us whether we are talking about which person, thing or people. Okay, there are many words like the, my, this, some, many. All these words are called determiners. Okay. So dear students, now it's clear that if any word is coming before the noun, that is known as determiners. Now look at the definition. A determiner comes at the beginning of a noun phrase to point out the noun or nouns. Is it clear? Let me give you some examples. For example, he wants to be a doctor. In this sentence, the noun is doctor and the word which is coming before doctor is a. He wants to be a doctor. So, a is the determiner here, which is telling us about whether we are talking in general or in specific. Now, let's have a look on other example. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. There are three nouns in this sentence: apple, day and doctor. So before apple we have used an, before day we have used a, and before doctor we have used the. So all these three words are the determiners here. Let's have some other examples. This novel is very interesting. So novel is the noun here, and before novel I have used the word this. So that means this is the determiner in the given sentence. Now look at the screen. I have a few friends. So the noun is friends, and the word which we have used just before noun, a few. Okay, so that means a few is our determiner. A determiner tells us whether the noun phrase is specific or general. Now what is specific and what is general? Specific, let's have a look. My sister is a doctor. My sister is a doctor. So here my is the specific and a doctor, whereas a is general. So when you refer to someone or something particular, specific, that is known as specific determiners. Whereas when you address somebody in general, then that is known as general determiners. Okay? Let's have a look at some specific determiners. The words like the, my, your, his, her, its, are, their, whose, one's, this, that, these, those, which. These all are the examples of specific determiners. Specific determiners which tells about a particular person or thing, like my sister means I am talking about no one else's sister but my own sister. Okay, so those words which talks about something very particular, like my pen, which shows position also you can say, so that is specific determiners. And general determiners which tells about the general things like a, an, any, another, other, what, some, many, more, and so many. Now let's have a look on kinds of determiners. So determiners are of different many kinds, and the very common kinds are articles. Articles you have learnt from your class 6th. In fact, before that also, articles are a, an, the. The second kind of determiners are demonstrative determiners. Demonstrative determiners which used to point out the things like this, that, these, those. Only these four words are demonstrative determiners. The next kind is of possessive. My, our, your, his, her, their, its, which tells us the things belongs to whom. Quantifiers which tells us about the quantity of few, a little, much, many, a lot of, most, some, any, enough. Quantifiers tells us about the quantity which we cannot count. Okay, do remember this thing. Quantifiers tells us about the quantity which we cannot count. Okay, whereas the numbers like 1, 2, 3, ordinals or cardinals, they talk about the numbers, about the countable nouns, right? So these are the four kinds of determiners. We will see the other kinds also, but these four articles, a and the is the definite article, whereas a and n are the indefinite articles. Let's have a look. Number 5, kinds of determiners. Numbers, as I told you earlier, 1, 10, some, any, many, a few, all, several, each, every, either, neither, etc. So these comes under numbers. And if we distributive, all, both, half, either, neither, each, every, only. So these are distributive determiners. Dear students, determiners, you will find a little bit variation in the kinds of determiners, but if we talk about the common determiners, so these are articles, demonstratives, possessives, numbers, and numbers further divided into ordinals and cardinals. What are ordinals? Ordinals talks about the position like first, second, next, last, etc. That is called ordinals. Whereas cardinals are 1, 2, 3, 10, 100, 1000, etc. Quantifiers like much, some, no, any, many, these are called quantifiers. Then distributives like each, every, either, neither, and interrogatives is also one of the kinds of determiners like what, which, whose, etc. Okay, there are predeterminers also, dear students, which we have already discussed. Now let's have some instances where indefinite articles are used. So before talking about indefinite articles, let me tell you what are these indefinite articles. A and N are called indefinite articles. Why? Why these are called indefinite articles? Because we do not know about whom we are talking particularly. And these are the instances where we use the indefinite articles A and N. When the number one instance is when noun is mentioned for the first time. That I met a boy. This is the very first sentence of my paragraph. That means for the first time I met that boy and I am describing that boy. So that's where I will use a. But when again I will talk about that particular boy in the sentence, then I will write the, because now I am damn sure that I know about which boy I am talking. Like I met a boy, the boy was very handsome. Why I have used the second line? Because the boy is the same boy which I met for the first time. When we have to express the quantity, then also we use indefinite articles. For example, I would love to have a cup of coffee. When I'm saying a cup of coffee, by that I mean that 1 cup of coffee. So instead of saying 1, I said a cup of coffee, and that means I'm using a to express the quantity. Before units of price, speed, ratio, we use indefinite articles before certain numbers. Okay, to express frequency also we use the indefinite article, and in exclamatory expressions we use the indefinite article a or n, like what a beautiful day. Okay, so a we have used over there in the exclamatory sentence. There we use the indefinite articles. Now a or n, I hope the difference is clear. A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Again, it's consonant sound. Don't get confused with the alphabets. And n we use before a word beginning with a vowel sound. So again, my focus is on sound rather than the words. For example, when I say he is an honest man, so here the word starts, the first alphabet of honest is H, because I told you that we need to focus on the pronunciation, and it's like honest, the sound is O. That's the reason but we have to focus on the sound, and it's sounding o sound, honest sound. So that's the reason we have used an. Okay, so be careful that we have to focus on the sound that word starting with. If it's starting with an vowel sound, we will use an. If it starts with a consonant sound, we will use a. For example, M. NMA, though it is MA, but we have used N. Why? Because the word is sounding MA, 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 and MSc, and MCOM, and SP, SP, and LLB. So the sound is of A. So that's the reason we have used N. Okay, now where do we use the definite article the? The can be used with both countable nouns, singular and plural, and with uncountable nouns. It specifies the person, place, or thing. That means whenever we talk about something very specific, very particular, when we know that about whom we are talking, when we refer to particular people or thing or something that has already been mentioned or can be understood, we use the definite article the. When we refer to singular nouns for the first time or refer to things in a general way, we use the indefinite article a or n. But when we refer to the same person again, we use the definite article the. So I hope it must be clear that articles are of two types: definite, indefinite. A and N are indefinite, whereas the is the definite kind of the article. You all have studied it in your previous classes. Where do we use the definite article the? So dear students, we can use the definite article before any common nouns, like he threw the ball into the river, or the boys were not in the class, because we are talking about a group of people and in common. See the instances where definite article is used before a singular noun when it refers to a particular class or group. Okay? When it refers to a particular class or group. Then name of oceans, rivers, mountain ranges, gulfs, seas, rivers, like the Indian Ocean or the Ganga or the Mount Everest, the Himalayas. This is the rule of English grammar that we have to use, because we know that we are talking about that particular, the definite mountain range or the definite ocean or the definite river. We are taking the name of that particular river, and that's the reason we use that. Then names of countries, religious books, hotels or buildings, like the United States of America. Okay, some of the countries, and a religious book like the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita. So these are the holy books, right? Religious holy books. Before hotels like the Taj, the Marriott Sheraton, and before the buildings' names, okay, we use the definite articles like the Times Square. Okay, these are the places of the buildings, name of the buildings. Like they went to the town hall. They went to town hall will be wrong. So they went to the town hall, right? Similarly, when I say with some time expressions, definite article is also used with some time expressions, like I met her in the evening. I met her in the evening. She came here in the morning, right? So some time expressions, they use the definite article the. Now let's explore more about the definite article the, where it is used. Like names of the families in plural, for example the Kapoors, the Guptas. So that means we are talking about a family, okay, group of families. Okay, to refer to a class, races, newspapers, for example the Tribune, the Times of India, the Hindustan. When it refer to the class, the Lion family, Okay. In the superlative of adjectives, of course, when you use the superlative form of adjectives, like he is the best boy in the class. So before best I am using the, and that is the rule of the grammar. That means here the means the best boy, and there we use the definite article the. She is the most beautiful girl in the class. So again, superlative degree, and that's the reason I am using the before it. Then in expressions like by the dozen, all the students, the same thing. These are some of the standard expressions, beta. Means these are some of the standard expressions which you have to use the definite article the. There are few stances where definite article is not used. And what are those instances? See here. Abstract nouns, names of materials, meals, colors, games. We never put the definite article the before them. Like, the honesty is the best policy. Do we say like this way? No. Honesty is an abstract noun. And before abstract noun, we are not supposed to put any definite article. So we write honesty is the best policy. Then name of materials, like for example, gold is a precious metal. We do not say the gold is the precious metal. It will be wrong. With meals, like I had my breakfast. I just had my breakfast. So I just had my breakfast will be wrong. So before breakfast, lunch, dinner, we are not supposed to use any definite article like the. You can see on the screen, the bravery is a virtue. The bravery, we will not write the bravery, because bravery is an abstract noun, and before that we do not put any definite article. Similarly with the colors, the green, the grass is green. We cannot write the grass is the green. It will be wrong. And with the games also, we are not supposed to put any definite article. For example, I play cricket. I cannot write it in this way. I play the cricket. It will be wrong. And as I told you, expressions like all day, all night, by train, by air does not use any definite article before them. Okay? All the day, no. All the night, the all night. I worked the all day. No, it will be wrong. I worked the all night. It will be wrong. I came the by train. Wrong. Okay. Now let us move to the second form of the determiners, known as demonstratives. Demonstratives basically are the determiners which are used to talk about person or things that have already been mentioned. Okay, and you can say that these are the words or determiners which are used to point or indicate something. Determiners. Okay, these words, like, and there are only 4 demonstrative determiners: this, that, these, those. And these 4 words are used to point to objects denoted by the nouns that follow them. For example, if I say, this man is a raw villager. This man. That means I am pointing out to a person who is nearby to me, and I'm talking about that particular person. You can see here on the screen, demonstratives, these are used to indicate the position or location of a noun. If something is nearby you and singular, we use this. If something is singular but far away from you, then we use that. If the plural nouns are near to us, there we use these. And if plural nouns are far from us, there we use those. If I say this is a book, that means the book is really very near to me. I can touch the book and I can show you that book. I can touch the book, and that's the reason the book is only one. I'm using this is a book. Whereas when I say that is a book, that means the book is at a little bit distance from me and I cannot touch that book. I'm simply pointing out my finger towards that book or my marker towards that book and I'm saying that is a book. मतलब book मुझसे थोड़ा सा दूर रखी हुई है और एक ही है, इसलिए I'm using that. Now the plural of this is these. If many books are placed nearby you, suppose I'm sitting on a table and I'm checking your copies and many copies are there on my table and I can touch all the copies, so there I will use these. Okay, you can see the examples here. This book is mine. So book is the noun and before that we are using a demonstrative determiner, that is this. Okay, so that is now because before noun this is been used and this is indicating us the position of the book, telling us we are pointing out something. That's the reason this will be considered as the demonstrative determiner. Similarly, that restaurant was very beautiful means I had visited some restaurant and I found that restaurant very beautiful, and now after coming from that, last night I went to that restaurant and today I am discussing it with my friend. Can I see that restaurant anymore? Can I touch that restaurant anymore? No, but I'm talking about that restaurant which is far away from me at that moment, and that's the reason I'm using that restaurant was very beautiful. Similarly, these books are mine. Now dear students, there is some difference between demonstrative determiners and demonstrative pronouns. And what's that difference? It is very important for you to know about these things. Now let's see what's the difference. Demonstrative determiners, my dear students, is, you can say, used with a noun or before a noun when any like this book. So here, because we are talking about a noun book and this is telling us the position of the book, we will say that it is a demonstrative determiner, right? Demonstrative determiners are simply for this, that, these, those. Same way demonstrative pronouns are also this, that, these, those. But a demonstrative pronoun is used in place of a noun. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन जो होता है वो आपके नाउन को रिप्लेस कर देता है, ठीक है, वो नाउन को फॉलो नहीं करता है, वो नाउन को टोटली रिप्लेस कर देता है. हाउ? लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव डिटरमिनर प्लस नाउन becomes demonstrative determiner plus nouns. This is a construction. जब भी नाउन होगा, जैसे मैंने बोला दिस बुक, तो बुक नाउन है, उससे पहले हमारा दिस आ रहा है तो डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव डिटरमिनर आ रहा है. दैट मीन्स इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव डिटरमिनर. दैट कार, दिस कार, दोज पीपल, दीज पीपल, एट्सेट्रा. These buildings are really tall. If you can see the construction of these two, framing of these two sentences, and these are really tall buildings. Now see the difference बच्चे. These buildings is noun. Buildings is noun and before buildings we have used these. Whereas तो क्या है यहाँ पे demonstrative determiner है. Whereas in demonstrative pronoun what we have done? These are really tall buildings. We have replaced building with the word these. Simply you can make it much simple, more simple in such a way that if it is coming, if the determiner, demonstrative determiner is coming before a noun, that means it is a determiner, it is acting as a determiner. And if it's coming single and there is no noun followed by it, as you can see here, these are really tall buildings. So these के बाद there is no noun, simply you can say that it is a demonstrative pronoun. A very easy way to understand the difference. Demonstrative pronoun कहाँ पे है और demonstrative determiner कहाँ पे है. Now the next kind is possessive. It is used to show the possession of the thing referenced by the following nouns and tells us who owns something. What does the possessive means? Possession. Possessive means possession. किसका hold है उस चीज़ पे? The thing belongs to whom? Okay, like this is my pen. When I am saying this is my pen, what do you understand by this? That there is a pen and that belongs to your English teacher, right? If I say this is his book, that means there is a boy and the book I am talking about belongs to that particular boy in the class. Similarly, there are the other forms: her, its, our, their, your. These are the words which tell us about the possession of the things or nouns. For example, if I say where is your pen? That means I'm talking about your pen. I'm not talking about anybody else's pen. Let's see the example. My father is a doctor. So whose father is this? My. When I'm talking to you, that means my. I'm talking about my own father. My father is a doctor. So father is a noun, and the possessive pronoun, which word is telling whose father is that? My father. So my is showing a possession, that English teacher's father is a doctor. Okay. So my showing the possession coming before the noun, obviously possessive determiner. In the same manner, her mother went to the market. Whose mother went? Which word is telling you? By which word you are getting to know whose mother went to the market? Her, the word written in red, her mother. There is a girl and her mother went to the market. So her word is showing the possession, कि वो किसकी mother है, किसकी mother है, किसका अधिकार है उन पे. तो that word is known as possessive determiner. Similarly, their books are collected from the library. Okay, whose book? Their book. So showing the possession, right? Now again students, there is a difference between possessive determiners and possessive pronoun, just like we have done na difference between the demonstrative determiners and demonstrative pronouns. Kya difference tha? Demonstrative determiners were coming before the noun, whereas the demonstrative pronouns were coming they were replacing the nouns, and there was no noun just after demonstrative pronouns, right? Similarly, there is a difference between possessive determiners and possessive pronouns that we will see. What is the difference? You should know, you must be very much clear about determiners and pronoun. Whenever we talk about determiners, bachche, make this concept very much clear in your mind that after determiner there will be a noun. It has to be. It is a compulsion. You can say that determiners always follow nouns. So nouns always follow determiners. So that means there would be a noun after determiner. That is a condition. Now see the difference. A possessive determiner is used with a noun or before a noun. That is clear. Since beginning I am telling you that determiner comes before noun. The same thing is written here. See the possessive pronoun. A possessive pronoun is used in place of a noun. Again, it replaces, and it is not followed by a noun. And let me tell you a trick. Possessive pronouns always comes in the last of the sentence. You will get to know. See the example of possessive determiners. My, his, her, its, are, their, your. Whereas the example of possessive pronouns are mine. वहाँ my था determiners में. Here it has become mine. His. There it was her. H-E-R. But in pronoun it has become hers. Its. Ours. Yours. Theirs. Okay. Now how would you come to know whether it is a possessive pronoun or possessive determiner? See, if I say this is your car, so the word car is written in red, that means it is a noun. And before noun I am using your, so it's telling me that whose car is this? Your car. So it's showing me whose position is there on that car? Your position. So simply, but you just keep this thing in your mind that if it's coming before a noun and showing the position, then it is a possessive determiner. Whereas if you can see, this car is yours. This car is yours. So here the pronoun, the possessive pronoun yours is coming in the last, very first thing. Secondly, there is no noun afterwards it. Yours में हमारा sentence, our sentence is ending at yours, so there is no noun afterwards, and that's the reason it is known as possessive pronoun. Beta, one more thing, that possessive determiners are also called possessive adjective. Possessive determiners, you can say, or possessive adjectives are both one and same thing. Like if I say, this is my pen. So, my can be, you can say it is a possessive determiner or a possessive adjective, both. So do not get confused. But because we are studying the chapter determiners, so we have to say that my is possessive determiner. One thing you must keep in your mind, that determiners always come before noun, whereas the pronouns, whether the demonstrative pronouns or the possessive pronouns, they come all alone. There is no noun after them. Okay, very simple and easy way to differentiate between these two. So I hope you must have got a little bit idea about determiners. They tells us more about the noun. They tell us that a noun is coming. They fix, define or determine the nouns that follows them. Okay, so we have covered 3 kinds today. Remaining kinds we are going to cover in my next video. You just keep watching them, practice them, and read. Then only better you'll be able to find out the difference, right? I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy, keep practicing, stay safe. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.